Hey everybody, hope you all are doing all right. So I just saw a video from Willie Nelson, the old school country kind of hippie singer dude, and he was endorsing. First of all, he was giving Trump supporters the middle finger, is what it is. And then he was endorsing Kamala Harris, and he was wearing. I've seen this new thing that they're doing, and I live in Portland, and so this is a very democratic city, and there are definitely a few Harrison-Waltz fucking little things they put in their lawns and shit, and they've adopted this new slogan or logan or style of their logan. It's like they're trying to make it look hippie-ish, like they're putting all like neon-ish hippie colors and spirals and patterns and shit. And so they're trying to associate themselves with the hippies and like the cool people and like being like all this type of shit and like that mentality. And notice how Kamala has now gone on Call Her Daddy, which is like a sex show, with a largely, I'm guessing, young audience. And how she's also gone on Howard Stern, who I used to listen to him back in the day a little bit when my dad did, and I'd overhear him listening to it. He was all right. I've listened to it a couple times. I've never been a big Stern fan. But now I guess he has gone and fucking endorsed Kamala too. And I can't really say anything about Stern because I haven't listened to him lately. But the fact that he's promoting these people has got me questioning, because these are both. I know Stern's a pretty smart dude, and Willie Nelson has like made a lot of beautiful music, and he's wearing. Well, let me go back to Willie Nelson, because he's wearing the hippie shirt, right? So he's like that with Harrison-Waltz on the logo of the shirt, like their names, and it's like imbued in this hippie kind of like psychedelic looking way. And I think they're doing this on purpose because they know it's targeted propaganda. They're literally trying to target young people who are into this opening your mind, and like they're the liberals, right? But it's like the thing about them though is like they're really not liberals. They actually have a very specific and close-hearted, narrow-minded agenda. But they're using the open-mindedness and the liberalism as a way to gain people into their fucking trap, in my opinion, because I think it's a trap. But anyway, back to Willie Nelson, because this is really bothering me, man. It's like, first of all, if you look at his face, like his eyeballs look like he's lost a little bit of his soul, man. If not, I hope there's still some in there. But like his eyeballs look dead as fuck. I'm just being real, and that's sad for me because I've always liked Willie Nelson. He's always been an advocate for marijuana, which the hemp plant. I mean, the cannabis family. There's all sorts of miracles that come from that plant in particular. So to see somebody that's a proponent for such a beautiful plant, first of all, giving the finger, which is very anti-stoner on its own, also very anti-hippie-ish, like a real hippie, dude. Like in my opinion, like there's good hippies, and then as my dad would say, there's like dirtbag hippies. Like what he's giving off is like kind of a dirtbag hippie-ish hateful vibe. Like a real hippie, even if y'all disagree, even if you don't like the dude, you're still just gonna be like, yo man, let's just part ways peacefully. Like that's it. That's the real good hippie vibe. It ain't no fucking give you the finger as I walk away and try to be a hippie. That ain't being a fucking hippie, dude. That's being somebody pretending to be a hippie and using that fucking aura and that collection and his audience that he's accumulated for nefarious purposes, in my opinion, because he's supporting a nefarious candidate. So, it's sad to see Willie Nelson do that, man. It really fucking is. And it really pisses me off. Like, it's so sad that it also pisses me off to see him, like, well, not him, but, well, he was wearing the shirt, so associated with him, but to see them, Kamala and Waltz, trying to portray themselves like they're the cool fucking hippies that care for everybody, when in actuality, they're the exact opposite. And it's sad, though. This is why Trump, like, the way you talk, man, like, I'm learning this too. Appearances mean a lot, dude. Even though I think he's a really good dude who's here to help out America in a really good way, the way he talks is offensive. Like, he insults people. Like, he doesn't come off as the kindest, like, good, decent, like, even though I think he is, I don't think he does not come across that way as maybe as powerfully as he could, or maybe he should. And that can be an issue. And especially if you're dealing with people that are going to use every single little thing you do as a tool to work against you. So like they're using that against him right now, and it's being rather effective in my opinion, because now he's painted himself as kind of this hard ass fucking like almost like unfriendly, like he's just not giving like the coolest kind of vibes. And I think they're using that against him, and that's why that they're going to all these younger, cooler, sternish, Call Her Daddy, Willie Nelson types people, Taylor Swift, these younger, cooler cats to try to fucking gain the attention of the youth, because I think the youth is largely I don't know. Like, I would love to talk to some of these people that support Harris. And I'm just trying to get, like, where are y'all's heads at, man? She's been here for 3.5 years while this country has gone to shit. Especially here in Portland, I've watched this city turn from a place of, like, one of the biggest hippie meccas in America to, like, turning into a fucking swamp. Like, it's turning into just shit. Like, garbage, fentanyl, just violence, bad shit. Like, this one thing Portland never was, like, it always had an issue with drugs and shit, but it was never very violent. Now, like, just the other day, I walked out of my house, dude, and I had to, like, post up on a fucking sidewalk because I got this dude running around, like, terrorizing people. Like, he was, like, running up to a window of a restaurant, like, staring in the window with this mean ass looking look on his face, like, running around being crazy. And so I had to, like, stand there and kind of, like, give him, like, yo, man, you need to back off and leave these people alone because you're terrorizing them. Like, literally kind of, I think he was under the influence of, I'm sure, some drugs, but also spiritual possession. So the demon was literally kind of taking over his body, and he was terrorizing fucking people. Like, I thought he was about to walk into that fucking restaurant and start doing God knows what. So I decided to stand there, and I just stared at his ass. That's all I did, and he eventually walked away. So that's changed. Portland was never like that. So things have changed these past, like, seriously, and for a bad way, in a bad manner. So again, to see Willie Nelson doing that shit just really bothered me. All right, I love you all. Take care. Bye.